Hey, why don't you write a song about this? You could call it I Got Punched in the Face for Sticking My Nose in Somebody Else's Business. Sounds like a country song.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and the Julia Gulia to my... What's his name? Glenn? That's Flex.
Robbie Hart.
Robbie Hart. What was the dickbag name? Was it Glenn? Was his name Glenn?
Yeah, it was Glenn.
Okay.
Yeah, Glenn Gulia.
Glenn Gulia. What a awful name as well. Where's the Julia
Terrible
Gulia?
name.
Anyways, we've been talking Wedding Cigar. Thanks for drinking along with us. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic. And of course, at FlexMeReBeer, _ in between. All of that good shit. We have so much to get to today. I'm excited that you guys are hanging with us. We have a voicemail from a good friend of ours, and it's not Chew Your Beer.
Oh, I like good friends.
Yeah, we got some booze news to get to, some beer research to talk about, so much more. So I should probably just end the music now and get right into a little hydration. I do indeed. I am drinking. My wife saw this collab at the store and was like, oh, you're going to love this. And bless her
What a
heart.
sweetheart.
Yeah, bless her heart, as the Southerners say. Two of my favorite IPA breweries out here. This is a collab between Kern River Brewing Company and Pure Project Brewing. It's called The Perfect Balance.
Wow.
6.8%. Does not list IBUs. Has a 401 on Untapped, but only 500 ratings. Pretty new. They say this collaboration with our friends at Pure Project Brewing has Strata, Cashmere, and Nelson hops. Tasty notes of honeydew, berry jam, and dank.
Ooh.
Nice and short.
Oh, I was waiting for more. That's nice.
Oh, that's it. On the schnoz, I get a lot of honey. Not even honeydew, but I get like this sweetness on the schnoz. It's very honey-esque and like malty even.
Okay.
On ye old tongue jobber. That schnozness carries through. I'm getting some like honey.
Can we coin that, please?
Schnozness. That'll be our next shirt.
That's amazing.
Well, I'm getting some honey. I'm getting some sweetness from the malts. I'm definitely getting some of that berry. I'm not getting honeydew. I'm not getting any melon in this at all. But I'm getting like a sweet honey flavor, I guess, from the malt. Berryness from the hops. Not so much dank. Let me research again. Not a ton of dank. I love both these breweries. Not my favorite beer.
Yeah, I was going to have one.
You gotta have it's good. It's fine. I'm not telling you not to go buy it, but I don't know. Some IPA kings like Kern River and Pure Project. I expected a little different.
Maybe they should get together again.
Let's maybe I got a bad can. Maybe they should try harder next time. I still love you. This is not a bad. Let me make this clear. Not a bad beer.
Not a bad beer show.
That too. Just 401 feels a little high. I would give this somewhere in the lower to mid threes.
Still respectable.
Yeah, still very drinkable. Not a drain pour whatsoever. Not sorry that my wife purchased it for me.
No, which for the record, my wife would never do that for me.
Oh, my wife goes to Trader Joe's all the time and is like, oh, I saw this new beer from a brewery that I know you like, so I bought it for you. I'm like, oh my God, I guess
How much do you pay her to be your wife?
Oral. What can I say? No, you know what it is? It's the size 16 feet.
A little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, so your wife likes when you give her foot jobs. All right.
Who doesn't? Not a foot show. Oh, feet are so gross.
Yeah, it's
not my thing. Anyways, so a good beer, not an amazing beer. And I hate to say it because I really like both these breweries. So someone tell me I'm wrong. Maybe I got a bad can. Maybe my tongue's broken. I don't fucking know. Tell me I'm stupid. At Craft Beer Republic or at Unfiltered Greg.
I'm just going to DM you and say you're stupid.
Oh, Flex just DM'd me. Oh, you're stupid. Oh, thanks.
I love you.
I love you too. Smooches. Top listening city of last week. Shout out to my hood, Thousand Oaks, California. Thanks.
8,000 Oaks.
8,000 Oaks. Thanks for
They
listening.
got that show on repeat again.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure you download twice because we need the numbers. All right, like I said, lots to get to today. Have you been doing any beer? I know you've been on a little bit of a beer sabbatical.
Yeah, I don't know if I've
Any
even talked
research
about it. Have I talked about the sabbatical?
No, not really. I know. I mean, like last time we all hung out, we were talking about how we're trying to drink a little less beer because we feel fatty and bloaty and all these things. And I did finally go to Costco and get a big pack of seltzers. So I need to do the seltzer weight loss challenge, like I said I would.
Okay, I
will.
I'm excited for that, actually.
Me too, because it worked last time. We'll see if it still works or if I'm too old.
Well, variable. Something that was like what is that? The scientific
method?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a whole little.
I knew I remembered something from 6th grade.
Yeah, I'll do like a hypothesis and a thingamajigger.
Yeah, you like getting sciencey about that.
Yeah.
Dude, to get like the big poster board with like
yeah. Always
trifold.
Yeah, and like write up a whole thing. You know what I should do? I should do like a murder board where it's like yarn leading from like beer to a fat belly. And
oh, I was gonna say, who are you murdering?
Oh no,
the belly.
Just myself with all this alcohol, liver disease. Anyways, have you done any research?
So I actually haven't been doing a ton of research because
Fair.
I haven't been. I've actually been having like 4 to 5 dry days a week.
Wow.
Yeah, I came to the conclusion that I drink a lot, and it's just not great.
All the local
Long-term?
breweries just started crying.
I know, and I have been trying to visit.
Lexi, come back
on the light side, but yeah, I drink a lot, so my body is looking better.
But my body,
I'm feeling better.
Wow.
My brain and my memory, which we talked about off air.
Yeah.
I had really bad short-term memory for the last 2 or 3 years, and it got to the point where I was even taking some turmeric. It's like a natural, memory.
Also a seasoning, but yeah,
seasoning. It's
makes things yellow.
Good for inflammation. Well, I was taking that because my memory was so bad, and then I put on like 3 or 4 weeks of holding back my drinking, and my memory is already coming back without taking any kind of memory supplement. So
doesn't that disappoint you?
It almost makes me sad knowing that that you're just killing your body more than you think you are.
Right. Well, like a few weeks ago, like I talked about, I got hammered for Cinco de Mayo and then took a week off of drinking. And like day 3 of no drinking, I was like, this whole like you get your memory back thing is full of shit. And then by like day 6, I was like, I feel fucking sharp as a knife.
It really is crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not going to go out and say I was an alcoholic.
Don't say it.
But I'm not saying I wasn't.
You weren't.
I wasn't.
I mean, honestly, given your surroundings, you're like a Wisconsin 3.
You know what? You're right with that.
Yeah.
I don't, after you said that, I don't even feel bad anymore. That's actually pretty bizarre.
Yeah. Well, good. Glad I could help out. Let's get back to drinking.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I found with like my week off, I was like, yeah, at first I was like, this is actually worse than ever. This is bullshit. And then by the end of the week, I was like, this is not bullshit. Damn it.
It's real.
It's real. I'll have to cut this part out because everyone listening is going to be real depressed at this point. But I've been doing a lot less beer drinking, as we discussed last time or a couple of times ago, whatever it was. And just not drinking as much beer. Like my face feels less fat, if that's a thing. And yeah, I still love it. I still love the taste of it. It means I do a whole lot less like at home drinking. And I sort of only drink when I'm out doing research.
That's kind of what's been happening to me as well.
Yeah, it'd be like one day a week I'm having beer, and then I'm having a couple of seltzy days, and then like I'll have a day or 2 of wine because the wife. I mean, I love it too, but the wife really loves wine. I did get to do a little research, which was nice. The wife's an opera singer. She has not performed in public since COVID, and she finally had a performance a week or so.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. Can I tell you, like, here's the thing. I don't love opera music. I don't think anybody does because it's opera music, but it's so hot. Like she's so good at it. Like it's so hot. Just the skill and the talent is hot.
It's so much talent.
Yeah. She's so good at it. Like she can speak other languages, even though she can't like take Italian. She doesn't speak Italian, but she can like read it,
sing Italian,
and phonetically can, sing and read and all that stuff. And thank God this performance was in English, because I hate when she does the other languages because it's like, oh, it's opera and I can't understand it. Great. But this one was in English. It was fantastic. And she fucking killed it. I was so hard afterwards.
Her diaphragm has to be top notch, I tell you. Golly.
Oh, that lung control is... Whew.
Those breaths.
Yeah, she can hold it for quite some time.
Daddy.
But where all this disgustingness is going is she performed in North Hollywood and was only about 4 minutes away from Lawless Brewing. So as my reward for not sitting through hers was great, but sitting through all the other garbage performers that she was performing with, we got to go to Lawless Brewing afterwards.
Could you actually tell a difference between her and the other performers?
Absolutely. It was people of all skill levels. And yes, there were people who were absolute garbage and were just doing it as a hobby. In fact, the worst ones were these like rich dudes who we decided we felt like singing. So we paid a voice teacher to teach us, in quotes, teach us how to sing, but have no real talent in life.
Oh man.
Yeah. Other than being rich. There was some people who actually sing professionally. And like one girl was, oh my God, she was everything I hate about opera. She did that thing where like you purposely can't understand what she's singing. It's like, just sing fucking normally. Just fucking sing it. Could not stand her. My wife killed it to the point where the person who put this on afterwards called my wife afterwards and said, hey, apologies to Greg for making him sit through all that crap.
Shut up.
She didn't say crap, but the rest of that was true. Yeah, it was my wife fucking killed it. She was so nervous because she hadn't sung in front of people since COVID and did and fucking killed it. And that was so hard. So anyways, but hey, you know what? Not a boner show. Not a boner.
Out of all the things you could say there. Not a boner show.
Not a boner show. But we got to go to...
Might as well just wrap it up now.
Yeah, good night, everybody.
It's not going to get better than that.
It's not. She took me afterwards to Lawless Brewing as a little reward for sitting through the garbage, and had us a few beers. They had an anniversary sour. When I say sour, I mean like wild fermented, like a true sour. Oh, so it was so good. I bought a bottle of it. So
I love when they bottle sour.
Yeah, I got that in the fridge, let that age for a little bit. It's a cherry sour. It's chef's kiss. It's so good. It is just sour and tart and cherry and just everything that it sounds like it is. Whatever you're imagining, that's exactly what it is. It's so good.
Oh man.
Can't wait to crack that baby open. It was funny. I went up after we were done. We had a few beers. We had some food. They had a food truck. And I said, hey, what cans do you have? And she's showing me the cans. I was like, those aren't the ones I would necessarily bring home. Oh, you got the anniversary sour in a bottle? She goes, yeah. And I was like, I will be taking that home. Thank you.
That's awesome.
I'm a little sorry I didn't get two because I think it'll.
That's usually what I do.
Yeah, me too.
So
wasn't cheap though.
I'd still get two. Even if like you take 2 weeks to drink the first one.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to drink it right away because you still feel guilty.
Right.
But you will drink it in about 2 weeks, and then you can let that other one sit for a little bit. And then you don't feel guilty about that.
I think it's going to be good after it lays down.
I'm usually pretty good when I lay down too, but I'm not sour.
Not
but no,
yet.
that sounds great. Cherry tarts or cherry sours.
Oh, so good. So good.
Slap.
Yeah. It was great. So anyways, if you guys are ever in the North Hollywood, the Hollywood area, go to Lawless Brewing. They've been on the show if you want to check out the interview. My favorite is they do tout themselves as the oldest brewery in North Hollywood.
Is that real?
It is real. They've only been around for a couple of years, but they're still the oldest brewery in North Hollywood.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of great. It's a good little tagline there. So What else? Oh, I found this online, this study. I won't read the whole thing, but the short of it was that podcast listeners are smarter than non-podcast listeners. And so I just wanted to say, hey, all you smarties out there.
Do you think that's just because they learn stuff from podcasts?
Maybe, not from this one, but maybe.
No, you will learn. You're going to get dumber, actually.
Yeah.
Like, you will learn nothing. Probably start calling random people
Daddy.
Hi,
welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you? Well, Daddy, I'll take a number one supersized.
Oh, and can you make it super daddy?
Would you like an apple pie with that? Only if Daddy wants an apple pie with that.
Sir, please leave.
Yeah. So bad. So you're welcome for us making you smarter out there. Or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tip of a cap to you.
No, to us.
To everybody.
Yeah. You know, I still don't understand why the Finnish people listen to us. I feel like they're smarter than that, but I appreciate that they do.
Do they still?
We're still topping the Finland charts.
I feel like they are really fucking smart people.
And yet they listen to us.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Hey, Finland, it's 805-538-BEER 2337. And the country code is 1. Super easy to remember. So 1-805-538-BEER. Please tell us why you listen to us, why you keep topping our podcast charts.
It's super bizarre.
Yeah, I love it.
It's been going on for like 2 years now.
Yeah, since about hold on.
Stop it.
Since about the time you started the show.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Maybe they love themselves some daddy.
A little bit of daddy flex.
Sounds like Mambo number 5. A little bit of daddy in your life.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Yeah. Hey, Finland, let us know if you're here for the daddy.
I still really want to go to Finland. Finland, like Norway area, catch some northern light action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just get fucked up.
The wife and I are talking about taking a trip this year to Europe, but not anywhere near Finland. I'm a little sad about that.
Yeah, what do they call that area? The
North Pole?
No.
Nordic something?
Something like, yeah.
The Nordic boner?
I think there's like a name for it.
I'm sure there is, but you won't get smarter from this show.
No. Turns out drinking less alcohol does not make me smarter.
Right. How's that short-term memory treating you?
I think this is more like elementary, middle school geography.
I purposely drink those brain cells away. If I had a choice to drink brain cells away, I'd be like, here's the ones I want the alcohol to kill.
Early life.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, and speaking of smart, did you know that there is an island called Beer Can Island?
I didn't know this.
This will surprise you. It's off the coast of Florida.
It's actually not surprising.
Yeah, it's called Beer Can Island, a.k.a. Pine Key, as it's officially called on Google Maps and geographical things. As you might expect, this small island off the coast of Tampa got the moniker due to all the beer cans that environmentally minded boat owners would leave on the beach after their hearty afternoon of day drinking.
What a terrible cause for an island name.
Yeah. Apparently the owners of the island started doing fun shit like inflatables and like made it into a party island, and they had to shut it down because of how messy it got. But they're looking to reopen it, and you can rent Beer Can Island for $1,000.
Come on.
Yeah.
What, $1,000 a day or what?
It must be a day. But you had enough friends.
Right.
Could be fun.
Free island.
Yeah. It'd be fun just to say you went to Beer Can Island.
True. I mean, we did go, I think I talked about it on the show once or twice before. We did go into a bachelor party in Ohio, and the place was called Put In Bay.
Oh, yeah.
They call it the Mardi Gras of the Midwest.
Do they, though? Do they really?
Yeah, that's what they call the place. And let me tell you, it's pretty fucking wild.
Did you get any beads?
No, but I've seen some things.
Things you'd rather not talk about?
I've seen some things and some stuff.
Still in therapy.
Pretty wild.
Nice. Yeah, we don't have a Mardi Gras of the West, though we should.
Yeah, you just got LA.
Oof, that's rough. All right, before we find out what Flex is drinking over there, let's check in the voicemail box, as one of our besties called in with quite the update.
Hello, No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Greg, it's Beer Girl Mel, and I'm here with...
Street meat.
And we're actually eating meat on the street.
And
it's
drinking beer and riding bikes.
Nothing better than a Kolsch and a large stick of chicken in your mouth.
Whoa.
On a hot summer day.
Chicken in the mouth. But, hey, I do got to say one thing is that Kolsch is a fucking nasty-ass beer. We need
How
good
dare you?
IPAs with a little bit of flavor. And holy shit, she gave me a beer last night that had, what was it? Some lager or something like that. It was the worst beer I've ever had in my life. I had to run to the bathroom. But check out Aspire Brewing, guys. Come out this way. And Melissa will talk about street meat for 1 second.
The lager was amazing. He's lying.
Oh, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, and a lady just beat my son. Like, bye.
Well, as you can tell, that was Beer Girl Mel and
Mel and Lou
and Street Meats.
Have you ever seen Lou actually drink a beer?
Ooh, I don't know. Have I actually watched him drink
It takes
the
him
beer?
all about 4 to 5 seconds to drink a beer.
Okay.
That's how he does it. Every single beer.
Well, and apparently it's not a lager.
He just chugs it right down the gullet.
Just kind of like he does with Street Meats too.
Right.
Yeah, it just annihilates it.
Whether it's New York Slice or a gyro or,
You're right.
or buying a dog out his car window as he's driving downtown New York.
Right. Doesn't actually stop, just slows down. Yeah.
Right. Shit's wild.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm looking at Aspire Brewing, which he talked about. They do have lagers on the menu. And you're saying lagers aren't good. Also, Mel sent me, actually, no, it was Lou. Lou sent me pictures. Lou sent me pictures of them with their street meats. He put some of his street meat in the water holder of his bike. You know, you put your water bottles.
It's pretty brilliant, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. But that guy is fucking dedicated to street meats.
He is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he is. But also, hey, fuck you about the Kolsch. Kolsch's are delicious.
Yeah, Kolsch's are delicious.
Yeah.
I do prefer a Helles over a Kolsch, but yeah, who says lagers are bad?
Yeah, this guy over here. I'm going to invest in brewery, but lagers suck.
Don't tell anybody that.
Oh, we'll cut that part out.
Edit point.
We all know what edit point means. It means I never take it out.
Is that why I had kids?
Did you edit point when you... Never mind.
Edit point. Edit point.
There's your problem. You said edit point.
Too soon.
Yeah, that's fine. They won't listen for another few years. Oh, Dad, you were on a podcast? We're going to go through all of them. Yeah. 805-538-BEER, 2337, by the way, if you want to leave a voicemail, whether you're having street meats or not. But I have some beef, pun intended, for Lou over his dislike of lagers and Kolsch's. They're delicious. How dare you?
Has he ever had a good one? It makes you wonder that.
I mean, Mel said it was good in the background.
That's true. That's true.
I believe Mel. She's never lied to me.
Yeah, she's not She's not the lion type.
No, she's really not. You can say many things about her, but lying is not one of them.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So anyways, Lou, get your fucking taste buds together. Lagers are delicious. Unless they're not. Now, we've talked about it before many times. This is how I judge how good a brewery is. If their Helles is good or not. Also, Mel said it was good.
Fact.
Facts.
Prove us wrong.
Yeah. Prove us wrong.
Maybe the street meats ruined his taste buds.
Oh, maybe like he burnt his mouth on some hot street meats or something.
Yeah, or there's like parasites from the street.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that dude, like,
wrecking his tongue.
he fucking eats anything.
It's New York.
There's probably rats that deliver his street meats to him.
I was going to say, the rats outnumber the civilians.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
Yeah. His taste buds are ruined. We get it. It makes sense now.
Yep. It all's coming full circle.
Yep.
All right.
But I got rats in those gyros too.
Rat gyros.
Rat gyros.
Yeah.
Gyrats.
Wow. We have been drinking.
Yeah, that's a tangent.
Yeah. All right. Before we move on to some booze news, let us ask the most important question of the night.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Well. Today, Flex is drinking, as I refer to myself in the third person.
That's pretty huge.
Well, so this is a funny story. So I'm drinking Weldworks Brewing Company. Greg knows. They kind of sullied me a little
Cotton candy sour.
bit. Cotton candy sour.
Never
Tasted
forget.
like vomit. Smelled like vomit.
Looked a little like vomit too.
One of the worst beers I've ever had,
Yeah.
actually. But I did the impossible, and I actually purchased another one of their beers.
Oh, good for you.
Which I rarely ever do once I get one that I don't enjoy.
And I will say, I love me some Weldworks. I did not have the cotton candy, but I love me some Weldworks.
They do good stuff, and I shouldn't blackball them. You know,
You're right.
maybe it was just a bad beer, whatever. But today I am drinking extra Juicy Bits.
I have had this.
Oh, you have had this?
Yeah.
So this is their hazy double version of Juicy Bits. It has Citra Mosaic and Eldorado hops. It weighs in at 8.6%. And I believe Untapped has this at like a 437 or something like that, with like 20-some thousand check-ins. It actually smelled, as I poured it out, it's faded a little, but right when you pour it out, it smelled like a lemon pie or like lemon bars, like the dessert. Have you ever had a lemon bar?
Yeah. Hate them.
Man, no, you're crazy.
Well, here's the thing. I don't like lemon.
Oh, you're dumb. But that's neither here nor there.
It comes from listening to this show.
So you got to stop listening to yourself. So, I mean, it smells absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. A little bit faded right now, but you still get some of the lemon coming through. And we'll dip the old tongue jobber in there.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there it is. Needed just a little bit more.
So definitely a more medium-bodied, which you'd kind of expect for a hazy double. It's juicy. It's not extra juicy. I don't know if my palate is weird, but you still get some bitterness coming through. Lots of citrus. Can't really pick out the lemon here, but you definitely get orangey, lemony, touch of grapefruity. Nothing super tropical by any means. But it's a good beer. It's a good beer.
Yeah. Solid.
A 437?
A little high.
I think it's a little high.
Yeah. That's the theme for the night.
I feel like the beer I had last week was actually a little more enjoyable.
Yeah, I would give this one. I'd give it more like a 3.75
I feel like Weldworks, a hype brewery, maybe
ish.
close to. But yeah, I mean, good beer. I would never say this is a bad beer.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, and I would definitely drink it again.
Right. I'd even pay for it again.
100%. I would. This was a $20 4-pack. I got not bad.
Yeah. I feel like breweries like that, I mean, they're not hype, like say Treehouse's hype type of thing.
Right. That's a way different hype.
Right. But I feel like some breweries on Untapped get like the hype bump, you know, like, oh, this is a solid 3.8 beer, but because it's this brewery, it's a 4.7, you know, that kind of thing.
I think that's 100% an issue.
Yeah. I mean, look, nothing against that beer. I've had it. It's great.
I can't stress enough how much I don't hate this beer.
Right. We're not hating on the beer. We're hating on the Raiders of Untapped.
I mean, I've had some IPAs that are better than this.
Yeah.
But I've had, a lot that were worse than this.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm with you.
maybe Colorado brewery. I don't know. Maybe everyone's high checking it in. I don't know.
That Rocky Mountain High. Woo.
That was well played.
That John Denver's full of shit.
Gosh dang it. Sunshine on my goddamn shoulders, John Denver. Can you believe it? John fucking Denver.
So good. All right, a little booze news before we get out of here. Sapporo and Stone have put together a $60 million expansion deal. Not deal, but plan. And they are now fully integrated together, they say. Sapporo Stone Brewing Company unveiled a $60 million expansion plan that will double the company's annual capacity to about 700,000 barrels of beer.
A lot of beer.
It's a lot of beer. I could drink at least half that. The news comes less than 2 years after Japanese beer giant Sapporo acquired Stone Brewing, then the 7th largest independent craft brewery in the country, for $165 million. Post-integration, the joint company has 850 employees, 600 of whom are based in San Diego County. The new capacity will spread across the company's breweries in Escondido and Richmond, Virginia. The first phase of the expansion, valued at $20 million, is nearly complete, according to a press release. Part of the first phase included the addition of 200 new jobs. Additionally, more than 150 team members have been promoted or moved into new or expanded roles since the acquisition. Sapporo Stone interim CEO Zach Keeling said, operationally, this acquisition looks a lot like a merger. Our two companies are now fully integrated, innovating, brewing, selling, marketing, and operating as a single combined business. The Sapporo and Stone brewing brands will maintain their individual identities, but we are Sapporo Stone in name, operations, and culture.
Sounds like they're keeling it.
I definitely see what you did there.
I had to.
Well played. Good for you. Enjoy all the Stone IPA no one cares about.
Nobody cares about it. Every time I see somebody drink one of those, I'm just like, do you get a free toothbrush with every bottle? Like, what do you?
Yeah, it's a pine cone. Yeah, I've said this before. Like, Stone had us on their, I forget what they call it, like influencers list or whatever, and they would send us beers so that we could.
Greg
promote.
did air quote that, everybody.
I did air quote that.
I just want to let you know
we are not influencers.
Not an influencer show.
Right. We will make you dumber. And we would, they'd send us beer so we could promote it on the gram and the show and stuff. And it got so hard. This is before they sold out. It got so hard to promote their shit because they just kept over and over sending us Stone IPA. And it's like, look, as a craft beer drinker, you've either had Stone IPA or you haven't.
Yeah.
No one's like, ooh, what is this new delicious beer I hear of?
100%.
Yeah. So anyways, they did hit us up after the sale and they're like, hey, we'd like to send you some beer. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a hard pass. Thanks. We have morals. Probably stupid. Probably should take the free beer, but.
We have morals.
Mm.
Still drink a banquet every now and then.
Oh, God. I had like 5. Oh. And you know what? Way easier to drink than a Stone IPA.
that is the 100% truth right there.
Yeah. All right. A little news. Beer truck overturns in California, dumping cases of beer into the snow. Hey, at least it stayed cold. Am I right?
Hey, is cold as the Rockies, though.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it has a little thing on the can that tells you how cold it
is. Science.
Don't get any ideas, wrote the California Highway Patrol on social media after the crash on Monday. This scene will be cleaned up. The CHP had to close 3 miles of westbound I-80 and reroute traffic for over an hour to clean up a beer spill. The truck hit an icy patch and overturned, spilling Coors Light across the highway and snow in the California mountains. The Golden State saw a very late season snowstorm over the weekend. The nearby Central Sierra Snow Lab got 26.5 inches of snow.
Holy balls
on May 5th, which made the spring day the snowiest of the entire season. Yeah, that's a lot of snow for springtime. We are getting some late ass fucking snow.
Like you?
Like not down here. It doesn't snow down here, but California in general.
Wow, we've had like the rainiest year to date already in Wisconsin, and it keeps fucking raining.
Yeah, last year in California, at least Southern California, was like one of the rainiest years ever. And then this year they were like, hold my beer. It ended up not being quite as bad, but it was still like pretty close, and which is a lot for Southern California.
No, it's been pretty terrible here. It rains like 2 days and takes a day off, and then rains 2 more days and then takes a day off.
That sounds like Colorado.
I've never been. I just know it's rainy as fuck and it won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
In their veins.
According to the Brewers,
damn you, Mother Nature.
According to the Brewers Association, here are the top 26 of the 50 craft breweries have recorded volume declines in 2023. Beer is going down. Just over half the Brewers Association top 50 craft breweries recorded production volume declines in 2023, according to data from the May-June issue of their New Brewer magazine. A slight decrease from the 29 that reported production declines in 2022. Total volume for the top 50 increased 3% year over year to more than 11.947 million barrels. The collective volume accounted for 51.5% of total craft volume in 2023, increasing 1.79 points. Lots and lots of numbers. Let me just break it down a little bit here. Half of the top 10 craft breweries recorded volume declines. Number 2, Boston Beer Company, 7% decline to 1.42 million barrels. Number 3, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, a 1% decline. Number 4, Duvel Mortgat, a 6% decline. But remember, they own Firestone. So that's
Their fault.
Fire. And later in the article, it even says Duvel owned Firestone Walker accounted for the majority of Duvel's volume and would rank number 4 on its own, even if it wasn't with Duvel Mortgat.
Interesting.
Yeah. Number 5, Gambrinus Company was down 2%. Number 9, Monster Brewing was down 11%. No bueno. 4 of the top 10 craft breweries recorded double-digit growth, though. Number 1, Yingling, was up 17%.
Yeah, they're supposed to be trying to go more nationwide, right?
Exactly. Also,
Still don't have them in Wisconsin, which is crazy.
don't have them out here, but also craft ?
Wow.
Number 6, Tilray Brands, up 29%. Of course, they're up 29%. They bought like 38 breweries last year. Number 8, Brooklyn Brewery, up 20%. Number 10, Athletic Brewing, up 51%. No one wants your garbage ass NA beer.
Oh, man. I'd rather not drink than
Same,
drink NA beer.
because you still get all the calories and shit without the buzz.
What's the point?
No point. We've
Like-
spoken about this extensively. No
Like the
point.
it's like the overfruited seltzer.
Yeah. Why?
What's the point?
Oh, bullshit.
I feel like we hate more things than we like things.
We are angry old men. We've hit
so
that
bitter.
age.
I've been at that age.
Oh, that's true. It's about 16 for me.
It's a little young.
Yeah, a little bit. How about we end it with, I'm going to say a list, but it's not the list you're thinking of. 14 slang terms. This comes from Scott, by the way. Thanks for sending this in. 14 slang terms that every beer drinker should know.
I feel like hammered is going to be on there.
Should be. This is very crafty. Number 1, crispy boy.
Ooh, I already like this list.
Number 2, crushable.
Okay.
Number 3, drain pour.
Okay.
Have you heard of this one? Number 4, gusher.
A gusher.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's when you crack the can and it starts overflowing.
Yeah, a beer that is overcarbonated and gushes out once it's opened.
But I've never heard of it.
I've never heard somebody use that before, though. Number 5, a half pour. We've all had a half pour. Number 6, a haze bro. Yeah.
Feel that.
Number 7, a haul. You know, like your Holland beer.
Oh, right.
This is a new one to me. Number 8, Iceman pour / boss pour. So Iceman or boss pour.
Never. What do you know what it is?
Well, I mean, it tells me what it is. I've never heard of it. Basically, an improper way to pour a beer that became way too popular on Instagram. It essentially is filling the glass all the way to the top without any head. Don't do this. So when you pour it so gently, you don't get any head.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but you want head on your beer. It helps the aroma, the effervescence.
Right, everything. Right.
Yeah. Never heard that term before. Number 9, ISO, in search of.
Okay. Yep. Right.
For the nerds in their forums trying to trade beer. Number 10, juicy. Number 11, mule.
Right. You got a guy getting your beer.
Number 12, shelf turd.
Shelf turd?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I haven't heard that. I always call them shelfies.
That's what I've heard is
Yeah.
shelfie.
Same thing. Shelfie. It's a beer that sits on the shelf too long. 13.
Oh, we call shelfies here as like if you go to a bottle share, or can share, whatever you want to call it, and you bring like a easily obtainable beer, that's what we consider a shelfie.
Yes. You know what? You are right. That is a shelfie. That's what I consider a shelfie. Also, if it's something like if I check the bottom, if someone hands me a beer and I look at the bottom, it's like, oh, this is brewed in 2019. I'll also like it sat on the shelf too long.
Okay.
For that, shelf turd is probably a better term.
I can feel that.
Yeah. Also,
I see it both ways.
Yeah, but what I really call that is a dinosaur because it's been in the back of your fridge too long. It's a dino.
Right.
13, tall boy. And of course, 14, a whale.
Okay.
Yeah, a rare beer that's extremely difficult to find, but one that a drinker hopes to acquire someday. Are there any whales left in your life, beer-wise?
There's never been really.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one. I enjoy the craft beer scene.
Yeah.
And drinking good beers, but I'm not one of those freaks that gets on the hype trains and is like, oh, side project. Like I need to get all the, which they're fucking delicious.
Sure.
I've had a bunch of them through some shares, but I don't need to pay somebody to get it and ship it, and just so I can have every 4.7 rated beer that side project has brewed on Untappd. It's not for me.
Yeah. I'm completely with you. There's no real, I can't think of any whales left in my life at this point. I know I've helped people achieve their whaleness by sending out some Pliny's and similar beers.
I was going to say, I'll eventually have that.
Yeah.
Never had it. One day I will. I know I will.
I'll get you a Pliny.
Nope, that's fine.
I'm going to send you so many beers.
Nope.
Like 30.
I don't need it.
It's going to cost me so much money.
Nope. Saving money.
It's going to cost so much, and I can't wait to send it to you. And you better feel bad.
Already do. I feel bad telling you not to send it to me.
But yeah, there's like whales. I don't wait in line for beer anymore. It's just, I don't need it.
Well, I also think like the craft beer, I don't know, scene is so much different. So what is it? It's 2024. Back in 2019, you'd get to a craft beer or like a microbrewery, like real small.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't open till 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. For releases, there would be lines down the street.
Yeah.
At the door. It's so much different. Now, it's so accessible, and the brew quantity is so high. Obviously, breweries who had gained success, from the last 5 years, it's not worth doing that anymore.
Yeah. I waited in a 15-minute line for Pliny the Younger, and that's as much as I'm willing to wait.
I don't think I would say maybe a 15-minute line, but that was also because we bought the to-go beer, but then also stayed to drink in the brewery.
Yeah.
So I would say it was worth it, but don't have to do that ever again.
Right. Yeah. I'm not a line waiter. Even like, you go to Firestone Invitational, where whatever it is, like side project, whoever has a crazy garage project, or the brewery, somebody has some crazy ass line because they have a barrel aged fucking, teabag deluxe or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not there for it. I'll go drink the delicious beers over here that have no line.
No line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you got a pale ale? It's only 5.5%. That's my jam because it's 100
Sign
degrees
me
out.
up.
Yeah. I don't need your barrel aged bullshit when it's 100 degrees out. Go fuck yourself.
I agree to that.
Yeah. By the way,
no need for that.
If anyone's never been to the Firestone Walker Invitational, it is a ton of barrel aged beers in summer in Paso. It is minimal 95 degrees out. Nobody needs a 13%er when it is 95 degrees out.
Hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Crispies.
That's why I much prefer Lagerville.
Crushables.
Look at them fucking Crushers and those Crispy Boys and whatever else this list had.
That was a good list. I liked it.
All right. Finally, a list that did not piss you off.
It was relatable.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah. I mean, it's Crispy Boy season now, so that worked out well.
I really big fan of lagers. Fucking Lou.
Hey, Lou. Fuck you. Just kidding. But also, sort of. Here's my jam, and I hope they come a little more fast and frequent this year. I want some fucking West Coast Pilsners. I want that lagery crispiness with a little bit of hop.
See, and I've been screaming for Gozas for like 3 years now.
I mean, yes.
All I want is just a world full of Gozas.
Look, I don't want to give anything away, but I've been talking to Monica about another collab.
Well, I mean, you just gave it away.
Yeah, hopefully it happens because we're talking more Gozas. But like when it comes to lagers, give me some fucking West Coast Pilsners. Boner City.
Give me all the boners.
That'll be the drop I pull.
Wait, I meant Crispies.
Nope. You said what you said. I pulled that
I'm just
forever.
kidding. Give me all the boners.
Yeah. We know what you're into.
I'll stand by it.
Yeah. All right. We've gone too far and it is now
Stand by it? Is that a pun? I don't know.
Stand strong, stand tall. I don't know.
Erect penis?
Yeah. Hey, you know what this is? This is a hard transition.
Yes.
Oh,
Not a boner show.
Good night, everybody. All right, we're going to hit some music. We're going to say hello to Vanessa. That's a great transition.
Hello, Vanessa.
Speaking of boner shows, all right. Hope you find us on the socials.
Jesus.
We've now been canceled. At Craft Beer Republic and, of course, at FlexBeer _ in between. 805-538 beer. Mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. I think that's everything. In the meantime, I hope everyone is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.